Hello, welcome to Goalposts and Jumpers. Today will be the musical edition, starting with
Oh, Father Time, speaking wisdom into my mind. Tell me stories of all that are great. Cherish these days before it's too late. If you could turn the hand yourself, would you hold on to your word? Would you change what you have done? Or just move on and accept what we've become in time?
this is the hardest I've laughed at Twitter for a long time because that website is a cesspit at the moment.
Oh,
but
it's awful.
I just this one little tweet just like poked its head out, and I was fucking crying, mate. So I want you to just describe everything you're seeing.
John Akinde, delighted to sign for Braintree. Can guarantee you won't expect the header. I've seen this.
You've seen it,
I've
right?
seen
Explain it so everyone can fucking.
It's John Akinde signing for, who's he signed for? Braintree. And
Have you seen it?
he's announcing it. And then when you go onto his actual Twitter profile, it's a massive shit in the toilet as his header. Did he not think that? I mean, has he thought that through at all?
Fucking disgusting.
I hate seeing poo, mate. I hate seeing poo.
I hate it so much.
I hate it.
I really struggle. You know when you're in lads groups and someone puts their poo in.
Oh,
I'd
just
be like,
don't do
"Ha-ha."
it. Just don't do it.
It's the least. If
It's not
you're-
funny.
If you're one of those lads who puts your poo in a WhatsApp group and laughs,
We've got an app. It's called Poo Wars, and you take a picture of your poo, and the bigger the poo,
I
the
don't like seeing
more
mine.
score you get. And you go against each
do you
other.
guys not remember ratemypoo.com in school?
No,
In IT lessons.
I
I
think
don't
so.
think I
In
do.
IT lessons, mate, you go on ratemypoo.com and it was just people's poo from around the world. And it was
I can't
people
stand
doing
poo.
The
Mate,
Russian poo just sat there.
Do you know what?
Russian poo.
One of the most harrowing experiences, and it stayed with me
Glad you
now.
know
And
poo's in.
I was genuinely traumatized. Right, I remember going bowling when I was a kid and walking into the toilet and saw a massive poo sticking out of the toilet, and it had sweet corn in it. And I know, and I think about that every 3 days since that, and I was 7 years old.
A full sweet corn.
Yeah, it was like sweet corn in it, but it was so big it was sticking out the toilet. I hate poo, man.
It's the cartoonness of that poo that you saw. Like it actually had a sweet corn in it.
It looked like a cartoon poo.
What face do you reckon he had when he's in the cartoon poo?
I honestly,
Who's this?
I'd pay so much money to come across you seeing
Traumatised
that
me.
poo. I get the thinking about it thing.
I can't stop thinking about it.
I still think
Every time
about-
someone says poo, I think of that poo that I saw once, and it traumatized me.
You-
And I think about it when I sleep.
You've had a lot of experiences with poo as well, haven't you?
Would you like to tell the poo story?
No, I think it's better coming from you.
My
Wait,
first.
hang on.
You're gonna love this.
There's a poo story, right? So what? It's a football podcast. Football poo. Let's go.
Podcast. I had my first. I think it was my first week of my new job. I worked with Vince, and I went to a store, and there was a manager there that was really quite scary, wasn't she?
Very scary.
She was very scary.
Yeah. for sure.
And I didn't know the boys. I was really new. I was like a little bit like shy and timid. And obviously, as you're at work, sometimes you might need to go to the toilet. So I went to the toilet, and it wasn't flushing, and it got stuck.
It gets better. It gets
So-
better.
So my poo was stuck in the toilet, and oh god, I don't want to talk about this
Come on.
because this,
You have to.
They need to
You
hear.
can't start the story. At
and
start.
I was literally panicking. So the panic threw me. I didn't want to tell the manager. I was scared. I didn't want to tell the boys because I didn't know them.
How
so
would
I
you
had come
tell your
out.
manager?
I said, Vince, because I knew Vince a little bit. I was like, Vince, I've pooed in the toilet, mate, but it's not flushing. And him and Mark is a knob, and Mark went to me, mate, you're gonna have you're gonna have to just break it up, mate. You're just gonna have to break it up, and like didn't tell me there was like a plunger or anything. Didn't like give me just you're gonna have to break
I
it up.
hate this story.
Where do you think this is going though?
And Mark was
don't
like,
tell me use his hands.
Mark was like, there's some gloves in there, mate. You're gonna have to. You can't tell Anna proper, and obviously winding me up. So I've gone in there. 20 minutes later, I've come out and I'm like this. I look like honestly, I look like a World War II ghost. I've seen a ghost. I'm like, I can't do it. I said, I've had to break it up with my hands, mate. I had to go in
With a rubber glove.
and scrunch up the poo to make it flush, and I finally got it down. I was obviously panicking so much. And then Mark was like
Sweating.
laughing, and then these boys were
sweating.
just finding it
One of
hilarious
the
because
best days of my life.
they
Genuinely.
talked to each other about it and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, he's just in there breaking up his poo."
And Anna
Anyway.
thought it was absolutely
Oh, by the
amazing.
way, has anyone seen how much I'm sweating?
I don't
Jesus!
think I'm behind.
Did you spill a glass of water?
I'm so fucking hot.
Okay.
It's so fucking hot. Anyway, that's it pretty much for relevant football
So
stuff.
take that out of the podcast and don't include that.
No, it's 100. I'm making a clip out of it.
Oh,
Brilliant.
flat out.
It's gonna be the featured clip.
Rate my
Look, guys,
poo.
we all poo, all right?
Yeah, we all poo. We don't all manhandle our poo after
We don't
pooing.
all have to, but sometimes we panic.
Sometimes we panic and touch our poo.
I didn't touch it physically.
I mean,
You
went at the
kinda-
toilet like a.
kinda
Through gloves and just I kind of
sounded like
the
you
technique
touched
was
it, yeah.
interesting because
Can you imagine? How did it feel?
I was
Oh,
squishy.
this is too much.
So
now.
I was pinching it like that, and it was
Ooh.
breaking it up.
This is too
So
much.
if you can imagine, do you remember those water snakes that you used to get, like those little jelly water snakes that you'd like?
This is too much.
Goalposts TV. The UK's best worst podcast.
Goalposts TV, the UK's best worst podcast.
Okay, so Two Lies and a Truth is our feature where there are two lies and one truth surrounding the world of football. Look, I can't get over how much sweat's on me.
I didn't notice
So
it
much
until then.
sweat.
You know when you're just completely out of control? There's nothing I can do.
It's
I
like
can't stop
20,
this.
it's 28 degrees in your defence, but I would have
you.
worn black.
Well, yeah. So Two Lies and a Truth, quote edition this week. So obviously explain the feature. We've seen it all before from Alex, but these are specifically quotes, and I want you two to try and guess which one is the true story. So the first one comes from Jason McAteer. Jason McAteer once asked at a takeaway if he wanted his pizza cut into 8 slices or 4, to which he answered, 4, I'm actually not that hungry.
Oh.
Okay, next
get the
quote
logic.
is former Welsh international Robert Earnshaw, when asked about his role in the Welsh squad, said, I suppose I'd create an atmosphere here where I'm a friend first, player second, probably an entertainer third.
Yeah, I like that one.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And the third one is Phil Brown, former Premier League manager, when asked if he had any management jobs lined up, said, why don't I strap on my... I can't read it. when asked... I can't do it. Right. It's not that funny. Why don't I strap on my job helmet and squeeze down into a job cannon and fire off into Jobland where jobs grow on little jobbies?
Jobland.
So he said, why don't I strap on my job helmet and squeeze down into a job cannon and fire off into Jobland where jobs grow on little jobbies? Okay.
I really hope that one's true.
Yeah.
So we've got Robert Earnshaw,
Yeah.
we've got Phil Brown and James McAteer. Alex, where are you landing on
Jason
this right
McAteer.
now? You think that's the
No,
truth?
you said James
Oh,
McAteer.
Yeah.
I reckon it's Phil Brown.
You think?
Yeah, I reckon
Yeah,
it's Phil
I'm
Brown.
going Phil Brown because he was the nutcase in the doing that to all the players at half time, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
I'd flat out go Phil Brown.
Jobbies or little jobbies.
I really hope that one's true.
Okay, well, you'll find out. Now, it is actually not Phil Brown. It is not Robert Earnshaw. It
Jason
is
McAteer.
Jason McAteer.
I'm
who-
not that hungry.
He thought if when they said, "Do you want to have 4 slices or 8?" If he said 4, it was less food.
I mean,
I don't like Jason McAteer. I don't think
Is it Jason or James?
Jason, the guy who used to play for Liverpool,
yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Irish.
Oh, you want to?
Yeah.
That is the one, right?
I think so.
James
Unless you're talking
McAteer
about James
for
McAtee.
City.
Might
What's
be
the
him.
City one?
That's interesting. Which one is it? Because it's a true story, apparently.
All I can see is my tit sweat.
What, did he look old? Or
I
did he look...
didn't see it.
Okay, you weren't there.
I didn't see it. I was. I don't know.
I think I should do Two Lies and the Truth forever now.
Well, I tried my fucking best, mate. Up next is the twat list.
Early in the morning, Pat's still fucking yawning because he's a lazy ginger twat.
I am still sweating profusely. The twat list, Alice, would you like to describe it to everyone?
The twat list is always described as a cryptic journey into your mind, but what it actually is Baker comes up with 3 clues that aren't clues and then goes, guess a footballer, and then you guess a footballer at random and hope that you get it correct, and that's the best way to actually tackle
I disagree.
that.
I think you can get this if you try.
It's 3 clues to give you an idea of a footballer who is apparently, according to Baker, a twat.
Or someone in the world of football. Mm-hmm. In like the Marvel comic universe, but football universe.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be
a current footballer. Yeah.
So, clue number 1. If Kyle Walker had done this better, England might have won the Euros. So clue number 1 is, if Kyle Walker had done this better, England might have won the Euros. And that's the first name. Clue number 2 is, always believe in your soul, you've got the power to know. Clue number 2 is, always believe in your soul, you've got the power to know. And the final clue is, you look helpless. You know it.
No.
Oh. Final clue is, I can't believe Terry's done that to him. Ooh. So clue number 3 is, I can't believe Terry has done that to him. Where are we going, guys? Come on, let's spitball.
Okay.
It's just a mash of words to me, that.
Yeah, exactly. And this is how I feel every time I listen to
There is
his
a drop
twat
of
list.
sweat currently.
A.
I can't do this.
Kyle Walker, if he'd have defended better, England might have won the Euros.
That's
If he'd
right.
have ran
Close.
better, something
First
like
one
that.
was closer.
Okay.
Stopped.
And then the second one
I'm going to
was...
help you guys.
That song's
this.
Gold, right?
That's what I went with. Gold.
Yeah.
Gold, yeah.
Always believe in
Yes,
your
that's
soul.
Gold. And then the last one was about Wayne Bridge, probably. Terry nicked his missus. So
I think he's got it and you haven't.
it's defend, Gold, Nick.
Nick?
Who nicked his missus? Steal.
How did you
Cheat.
get there? From Wayne Bridge?
Because
You were there.
He stole his missus. He nicked his missus, didn't he? Cheated on him. Cheat. Gold cheat.
It's not
No,
Goldbridge.
I
is it?
can't believe...
Mark Goldbridge. Yeah, because he marked better. Gold and Wayne Bridge. Oh, of course.
See, you say this is impossible.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just going to walk
Yeah.
you guys. He got it. You didn't.
Yeah,
You just said Mark. He said Goldbridge.
Yeah, but I got the assist.
I can't believe you went to Gold Nick.
Yeah.
I actually think. Yeah, I actually don't think I'm well.
I went Dubrovnik. That doesn't make sense. I was
You
going for everything.
criticise this, but your thought process there,
Yeah.
after saying Bridge, even though you'd already said Gold,
Yeah.
was Nick.
Yeah,
Gold Nick.
it is my fault.
Yeah, so
I'll take- yeah.
Mark Goldnick. Sorry, Mark
Goldbridge is the worst person on the internet,
I actually,
and I've
he's up
seen
there.
I've seen some really terrible videos on Twitter.
He makes me happy after United get beat.
He makes
'cause he's
me
such an
so
idiot.
mad.
He makes me so
I
happy.
love watching United get. I don't mind United but when they lose, and that bald fucking nonce from Liverpool.
Liverpool. He's the worst, isn't
Fuck
it?
me.
The Irish one.
The worst part
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
mate,
Yeah.
none of them, and I'm not saying you have to go to games, but they portray themselves like they are the oracle of their teams.
Yeah.
They don't support the teams, really. They just sit at home.
It's all hate as well.
on
It
their
is.
fucking-
Constant
and
all
hate.
negative.
And that's
Yeah,
the worst
it's-
part. They're the opposite of supporting.
Yeah.
They're being negative. They are, in fact, portraying their fans as losers.
Yeah.
Like, it was like Arsenal Fan TV.
Yeah, we've all got
Everyone
them.
think Arsenal fans are cunts because of them.
Yeah.
They have a big hand in that. I think a lot of people think United fans, Liverpool fans are dickheads because of personalities like that. Astrid Wet. People think fucking Chelsea. I would kill her. I would kill her.
I'm not sure if you can say that.
No, I don't know either.
I won't kill her, but
She might be the worst thing I've seen all yours.
I
Those two.
I wouldn't mind Goldbridge chucked in a fire, and then you could chuck Astrid Wet on.
I
on
would
top.
just like put her head in it for 10 seconds so she doesn't die.
Okay, now you. I think that is specific.
really-
I mean, you've thrown someone in a fire, I guess.
Oh, it's
so-
just it's
You
hypothetical.
literally
Isn't
threw
it?
someone in a fire, mate.
Yeah, Mark Goldbridge to me is the absolute worst of social media. He's so negative, and he verges. I think he is borderline becoming abusive, and he was to Gareth Southgate over the Euros.
Oh, he was a cunt, mate.
And he pretends like he knows people as well within the industry, so he can say it because I've
Yeah.
been told this, so this is my opinion and it's correct.
I honestly
It's-
don't know
it's-
where he
it's
gets off.
annoying.
Like, at what point? Like, everyone's got like good features about them. Mark Goldbridge, no offense, Mark Goldbridge is an extremely ugly man. He's not a good-looking man. He's got a missus and he's like settled down. I actually have no idea why. He's got a whiny voice. He's got the worst attitude towards football.
He's got a missus?
Tell me one thing positive about that man.
All
And
I've-
he's constantly full of
He
hate.
doesn't sweat.
How the arrogance that comes out of him when you're that ugly, you don't, you have
Someone's
nothing
got a
nice
crush
to
here,
say.
by the way. He's livid.
really sweating. No,
can't
just
stand
because you
him.
said he doesn't swear.
Hey?
You said I'm sweating.
No, I'm on about Alex being livid. He's fuming.
I can't stand. He's the worst person
I
I've
saw
honestly I've seen on
someone
there.
describe Mark Goldbridge as, I found out that this guy used to be a police officer. I'm not surprised. It's only police officers that have that shaped head.
He has that shaped head,
He has a police officer's head.
and like
And you can tell
normally,
he's a dirty little grass mate. I bet he used
Yeah.
to grass on people in school.
Normally, I would never lay into someone because it's like obviously you've got to be take everything with a pinch of salt on the internet. But he bordered, and I think he crossed that line on abuse over the Euros towards
sure.
Gareth Southgate, and I think it's absolutely disgusting. And he gets away with it.
When
and
you've got that big of a platform as well.
Mate, and that's why I have no problem. I would have no problem saying terrible things about him because he's a terrible person. He's not a good guy.
No, I don't enjoy his
And he's
content. It's just
fucking
if
ugly.
he's that much of an idiot when he kicks and raves about United when we get beat. It just makes me feel a little bit better because I can hate someone a little bit more.
I can't watch it.
This Astrid wet for me all day. Clear. Clear. Anyway, that's the twat list. Alex, I believe you have a new feature for us.
I have a new feature, right? And I'm going to read this feature off my phone because this
Wait,
is a
have
little
we
bit
got a
of an-
theme tune?
No, but
Okay,
obviously
it's going to be one. It's going to play now.
Draw that footballer.
We're gonna draw a footballer.
I bet you can't guess it.
And we're back.
Okay, so this hasn't got a name, so we're going to come up with a name, obviously, as the show goes on. But it's essentially, I've called it, draw a random footballer.
I feel like it could be better.
So this feature is, you both have a clipboard, you both have paper, you are going to draw a random footballer. That footballer, I have to guess. Now, if I
What
correctly
about
guess...
Footy Doodle? Sorry, mate, I wasn't listening to
That's
you.
all right. Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
Jesus Christ!
I'm hot. How
So-
are you not this hot?
I mean, I'm sticking.
Okay,
I'm
Alex,
losing weight doing this podcast.
The feature is I'll give you both paper. You've got to draw a random footballer. That footballer, if I guess it, you get 5 points. If you then correctly answer trivia questions while you're drawing, you have 3 minutes. You get 1 point.
Okay.
The loser must do that
Kill
week's
themselves.
chomp
Okay. I thought you were gonna
going
say
forward.
chomp, so.
Obviously, there's no chomp this week, but next week there will be a chomp. It's 2 rounds. That first round and then the second round. There is actually a third round where you will draw a footballer that I suggest to you, and then we're going to put it to Instagram. Instagram audience, you're going to be able to vote on the poll, and the winner of that poll gets 5 points going into the next week. So we'll be keeping concurrent. You ready?
Well, my first name's Vincent, so I should be absolutely fine with this.
Vincent Van Cock. The banter's happened.
Banter's happening, everyone. Look.
Alice, can you turn the heating off, please?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this.
My word, it gets worse. That's what I mean. I'm
Stop copying me.
I couldn't copy if I tried.
So, guys, we have the clipboards out, and that means only one thing. This is our feature called Draw a Random Footballer. Vince, Gareth, you both will come up with a footballer. You're going to have 3 minutes to draw that footballer. I've got to guess correctly what it is. You get 5 points if I guess that footballer correctly. During that time, that 3 minutes, I will be firing trivia questions, football trivia questions at you. You get 1 point if you get the correct answer as we go. Are you clear with the rules?
Do we need to sit next to each other? If you look at my fucking paper...
What's your mouth, son?
But I'm not...
Stop looking.
Well, I'm going to see it at the end. It's not like a secret. I've got to guess it. Do you understand the rules?
Yeah. It's the first time I've heard them as well.
Are you ready? Your 3 minutes start Now, right, trivia questions. Let's go from the top. Who was the first goalkeeper to score in the Premier League?
Peter Schmeichel.
You're so stupid.
West Ham's number 6 was worn by Bobby Moore. City's was Mark Vivian Foe. And Chelsea's was Gianfranco Zola. What do they all have in common?
They're all footballers.
That is correct, but it's not the answer I'm looking for. 5. Are we giving up? Yeah. Moving on to the next question. They've all been retired. Come on, Bobby Moore.
Is he retired?
What was used in the 1973 FA Cup final and never used again?
Midgets.
No. Remarkable answer. What was used in the 1973 FA Cup final and never used again? It was an orange ball. Next question. Who, for a then record fee of £110,000, moved from Blackpool to Everton in 1966?
Stanley Matthews.
Record fee of £110,000 in 1966 from Blackpool to Everton. Everton legend, England legend, no longer with us.
PNR.
South African. The answer is Alan Ball. Next question. In 1986, which Welsh player moved from Manchester United to Barcelona for a then record £2 million?
Mark Hughes.
Yes, Mark Hughes. Baker is 2-0 up. Okay. We have got 15 seconds left. What did these players all win between 1963 and 1968? Lev Yashin, Dennis Law, Eusebio, Bobby Charlton,
Best player in the world.
European Footballer of the Year. I'll give you that. That's 3. Last question. Your time is up.
Smash 2.
That's 3 minutes. I'm going to give you one more question.
Okay.
Which club was originally based in South East London before moving to North London? Yes, Vince. 3-1. Pulls one back. Okay, we have got a 3-1 lead for Gareth.
So how does this work now?
You're going to reveal yours. We'll be bringing them up on the screen.
If you guess our footballer, we both get
You
points.
get 5 points. If Vince gets it, he wins, obviously.
Why?
But he'll go to 6 and it'll be 6-3. If you get it, you go 8-8.
Or if you guess mine as well.
I don't think I win, but
If you guess both of
If
ours.
I guess both of yours, it's who I think's the best. Okay, are we ready?
I've changed my end. I feel like I shouldn't have done it, but we'll see.
3, 2, 1. Reveal. Jesus Christ. I'm going to say...
Why has he got a daffodil in his mouth?
It's a hunch.
I knew it is.
I know who yours is, but I'm going to be honest with you.
I know that is.
I'm going to be honest with you. I got Baker's first, and that's Edgar Davids, and that's Luis Suarez.
Yeah.
Remarkable image that you've just drawn.
I was going to put the hand in it. I was going to leave the hand off.
Look at his feet. And you'll be the lucky winner if you enter our competition of one of these signed... I mean, I was going to say art pieces, but it's a monstrosity. Don't draw a penis on it.
Goalposts TV. The UK's best worst podcast.
Goalposts TV, the UK's best worst podcast.
No more drawing, thank you. Let me have a reveal. Vince, okay, 3, 2, 1, show me. Don't worry about showing the camera.
Oh my God, so bad.
Look at the hands. What? He's broken his finger.
that's his betting hand.
He looks like
gambling
he was
fingers.
born too early.
Remarkable image. The feet, incredible. Baker, let's have a look at yours.
Why does he look like he's been locked in the attic all his life?
Does he look like someone out of Sims?
I kind of get where you're going with that. I kind of get it. I mean,
You can't say I'm Alan Pardew.
For a joke, he said it's Alan Pardew.
yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
reveal, mate.
Ridiculous.
I mean, if I was judging, I wouldn't know how to call it. So, guys, you choose.
If anyone chooses that, kill yourself.
It's all about the poll. Guys, that's all done. Thank you so much. That was a brilliant piece.
Goalposts TV.
Have you had time to reflect? You're both England fans. Obviously, England didn't win the Euros, but what's your feelings now a few weeks on?
I'm overall very positive about the whole thing. I think probably where I differ from a lot of normal England fans is that I was a bit gutted to see Southgate leave. I know you're probably a little bit different, but I think another final from Gareth Southgate and the ride. We've got to remember the ride that he took us on. You'll always remember that Euro semi-final. You got to a Euro semi-final as a Wales fan.
Chris Coleman is
Yes, you didn't win
forever be
it.
known.
Yeah, and you've always got that. I don't think that's a negative for England fans to think.
Wales
that.
going to the semi-final Euros was like England winning the tournament. Do you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was like we even had an open bus top parade.
Well, yeah,
Coming
and
fourth.
rightly so. I mean,
100%.
there's one trophy to win in international football every 2 years.
Yeah.
It's not like every team can win it, and I think to get all the way to the final, those moments, the Ollie Watkins goal, the Jude Bellingham goal, Saka, and even Cole Palmer in the final, those moments will live with me forever. So I'm positive.
I'm pretty much the same with you. I think it was nice for Southgate to get us that far, change the mentality of how England play, and just get into finals, which was lovely, which we've never had. I do think a new manager would be good. A step forward, someone who can get us to play a little bit better.
I was going to ask you, your one pick, both of you only get one choice. Next England manager, who are you choosing?
I honestly don't care as long as they're English.
You got to choose someone. English.
Do you know what? I'd probably go someone like Michael Carrick.
Michael Carrick, that's out there. Yourself?
I struggle. I get the England thing, I do, but I think I'll be happy with Poch. Someone again like Southgate in the sense he can bring the team together. Players love playing for him.
An Argentinian.
I just.
That's
There's no England
I
keep Southgate then. We may as well
yeah.
have kept
Oh,
Southgate.
I would have kept him.
We
yeah.
probably killed a few of his ancestors, mate. He's not going to want to.
Yeah.
I absolutely so strongly disagree with having managers from different countries. I disagree with Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Because what's the point then? It's national team. What is the point?
But I just want to see England win something in our lifetime.
I don't care.
So you'd rather England never win anything with an England manager and stick with an England manager?
Yeah, because that's the premise of international
But
football.
it's also nothing better than the international football team winning. There's nothing better. We've felt that.
What's the point? It feels empty to me. If you had Guardiola now come in or Jurgen Klopp come in and win something with England, I would just be like, oh, what's the point? It's international football. It's not club football. I can't stand it.
You know, on that, obviously, with the Wales manager Rob Page leaving, we had Thierry Henry was the favourite.
Would you have been happy with that?
No, but generally, obviously, it would
even if they're better for the
it would have been
job.
wicked for vibes. Like, look, Henry's managing Wales and everything, but I was like, no, Bellamy, Osham Roberts, no one else, or Rob Edwards.
If you're successful,
Yeah,
it's because of
Edwards would be
Wales.
cool.
It's because of the Welsh,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be a success
I agree
attributed
with
to
you.
someone else from a different
They
country.
need to be connected. Like you see what like Bellamy's done already with Wales. He's going up to North Wales, visiting Welsh Premier League teams. You know, someone like Henry isn't going to do that and get connected with the country itself.
I don't know. He's
can't
quite
really-
connected
Well,
to the
Henry's
country.
very
He did his coaching
into
badge.
yeah.
No, I know,
but I understand what
I
you're
mean
saying.
the
yeah.
grassroots level. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so Carrick and
I'm going to go with Poch.
wow, an Argentinian. So Premier League is coming up as well. Want to ask you guys who is going to be your winner, your top four, and your dark horse. Vince, first, you go first.
Winner, I'm going to go City.
Yeah.
Top four, City, Arsenal, United, Newcastle. Dark horse, probably go Palace. Palace, I think.
Yeah.
I think they played
That's
good
your
football.
dark
They've
horse.
lost Elise. I think they'll make a few good signings. They were tough to beat last season. Yeah, for sure.
Alex,
I
Premier
actually
League top four.
I think I'd probably agree with you on Palace, but if I'm going to go a little bit different, I'd probably say Everton as a dark horse. Not because I think they're going to win the league, but I think they'll finish top half of the table, and I think that is a good season for them.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say winner, I think Arsenal will get over the line this season. And top four, I'll say Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Man United.
Relegation. Who are we saying?
I just can't see. You can't see past the three promoted teams.
No, I agree. Yeah, I don't think there's.
I just don't. I think it's such a hard. And last season demonstrated it how hard it is now to make that jump up. Burnley were a mile off, but they thought they could do it off
They
the
dominated
basis
the
of what they did
Championship,
last
yeah.
season.
They were
just
insane in the
couldn't.
Championship,
Yeah.
and they played good football.
But I saw it. The first game of the season, City played Burnley, and I know it's City, but the first game of the season, I looked at it, I thought that Burnley side gets relegated. I knew it. And it wasn't like, oh, yeah, you would say it. No,
Yeah.
I knew they were going to
no
get relegated.
depth in those
There was
squads, is there?
nothing.
There's
They
nothing.
were trying.
Yeah.
You could, and I respect that. I respected company for that. But
So he's got a big job, isn't it?
well, yeah, like you know,
football.
he stuck to his guns and tried it in the Premier League. A lot of
Yeah.
managers fold and then they just regress. I remember when Cardiff got promoted, Warnock for some reason tried to play football the first few games, wasn't working.
Yeah.
Stuck to his principles, and that ended up working. But Yeah, the teams. I don't know. Ipswich, I can see. I don't know. Like I can.
They've got the best manager.
What's that?
They've got the best manager. McKenna's someone that I would have been priming for United because obviously I wasn't a massive fan of Eric Ten Hag. So I would have been looking at, I think he could have made that step up. What he did with Ipswich to get them from League One to the Championship and then promoted.
Instantly is insane.
Yeah,
cool.
that is such...
It's hard enough getting out of League One. League One's notoriously a very hard league to get out of. There's less promotion spots than League Two, less than Championship. And then to go from that to then... The Championship is insanely hard to get out of.
It's a horrible
I think
league,
people
isn't it?
genuinely... I know people realise, oh, whoa, that's a good achievement. I don't think people realise that is insane. To do that and barely change your team.
Barely, that's the thing. He kept his team and kept the players that he trusted, and I think he's probably going to do that again. But they have made some signings here and there, a bit of Premier League experience. And Ben Johnson's gone at right back. I would say if there's going to be a team out of those promoted teams that stays up, it'd be Ipswich. But I think that's down to their manager rather than their players.
To finish off this week's episode, I have a new feature. It is called What's in the Box.
It was like 10 degrees cooler when you left.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're a radiator.
Jeez.
The world's a radiator at the moment. Okay, so what's in the box? As you can see, can you hold up your boxes, guys? This is a brand new feature. I put a lot of thought and time into this. There's actually a theme tune which is going to play right now.
Am I living in a box? Am I living in a cardboard box?
What a great theme tune that was.
That was good.
Was that the best one you did?
That was one of your better
enjoyed that.
ones, to be fair.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, so this feature, guys, you've got a surprise package that is being delivered. I give a new person every week the task of filling up these boxes, and you've got to open these boxes, right? And whoever I decide has the best box wins the box game, and you win 1 box point. And then every week you get another box point. If at the end of the season you have the most amount of box points, you get another free box. So we're going to start off with Alex. Give us the reveal.
What the fuck is happening? Inspect the box, mate.
Do you want me to hold your... No. Oh, can you describe to the audience who don't watch what's
It's
inside
some form of paper, which I'm unravelling now.
Yeah.
This is a small, crude drawing on it.
What's on the paper?
So it is... It says, squirrel, squirrel, bushy and grey, please find your acorn right away. Winter is coming and it will snow. Find your acorn, go, 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 and a penis.
Okay, so you've got a squirrel poem in your box this week. Vince, open your box. This is a great start to the feature.
I can't be beat.
It's a great start.
Can't be beat.
Describe everything. What is it? What have you got in your
I've got an
box
Alex.
this week? What is that Vince got? Tell everyone what you've got.
Got a sponge.
He has a sponge in his box this week. I'm giving you
It's wet.
2 box points. You get 3 because that's creative. Alex is winning on the box point. Thank you for sponging my sweat down. And thank you guys for tuning in this week. Another great feature. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks, guys.
What the hell just happened?
What's done him?
How is that?
For Southgate to get us that far, change the mentality of how England play and just get into finals, which was lovely, which we've never had. I do think a new manager would be good. A step forward, someone who can get us to play a little bit better.
Oh, Father Time, speaking wisdom into my mind. Tell me stories of all that are great. Cherish these days